Can we get your names and badge numbers, please?
Hale badge 2432.
I'm sorry?
Deputy Hale badge 2432.
Hailbacks?
Hale.
And
Durr, DURR 9050.
thank you, officers.
All right, thank you.
This is Susan Bassey, and we're back following Mark the Process Server as he's serving a federal lawsuit in Santa Clara County. And we're going to get into the details of that lawsuit for father in exile a little bit later. But for now, I want to show you about the service of the lawsuit on the Santa Clara County Sheriff and the attorneys who got in the way of that.
Boy, this is getting like the jail. I'm here about serving process. I have a service for the Sheriff's Department. Do I hand it to you or Santa Clara County Sheriff's Department? All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
We normally go through there and go up.
I just got some information. They have to serve the county council or the sheriff's office. That's not.
I have to serve this at County Council. Okay, because we served it here last time I served one here.
Remember who gave it to? What department they gave it to? Or
It was at the front counter. I just got a name on a sticky note and served the sheriff, and they forward the papers wherever they got to go. If I take a picture of your thing, I could leave it with you guys and you could forward it over to them. I'd appreciate it.
anywhere. If you head across the street, the 70 West heading, the big brown building, they can take it over there.
Can we get your names and badge numbers, please?
Deputy Hale badge 2432.
I'm sorry?
Deputy Hale badge 2432.
Hailbacks?
Hale.
And
Durr, DURR 9050.
thank you, officers.
All right, thank you.
For most people, being sued or subject to a lawsuit is emotionally and financially draining. But for judges, lawyers, and district attorneys, and even police officers or sheriff's deputies who are sued in lawsuits, they know that taxpayers are going to pay for lawyers to defend them. And those lawyers are known as county counsel. And those are the lawyers that taxpayers pay to defend police who engage in misconduct, attorneys who are dishonest, and corrupt public officials.
Okay, now I have to go over to the county counsel's office where Susan can't go with me. And I've been doing this 17 years and I have never seen a restraining order over 100 yards away. Yet Susan has to be 350 yards away because her reporting is so dangerous to their wallets.
Let's explain this a little bit. For those of you who watch this channel, you may know that in 2017, the district attorney began criminally prosecuting me. He prosecuted me for 6 years for recording a police officer who broke my finger in the family court file room. The district attorney claimed that I violated a local rule and prosecuted me longer and more aggressively than he prosecuted any serious felony crimes. And in addition to that, he lent his support in 2019 to a civil harassment case brought by Kasey Halcon and divorce attorney Nicole Ford, two political appointees to the county's Domestic Violence Counsel. And that lawsuit has lasted 6 years, and it has kept me 350 feet away from the county buildings so that I can't make public comment and I can't investigate the misuse of state and federal funds down at that county building. But we did it anyway, and this is the article we wrote about Kasey Halcon moving the woman who was at the center of the police scandal, Celeste Guap, to Florida. And yet there are certain words they just simply don't want me to say or to report on when investigating and covering what Kasey Halcon and others working for the district attorney's office did back in 2016 with $1.3 million in federal funds that they got. And now Kasey Halcon and Nicole Ford have had taxpayers spend over $1 million to make sure that they get a permanent restraining order keeping me from them so they can continue to do their business without any public oversight. And Sterling Larnerd is the county counsel who is involved in that lawsuit.
But this isn't 55 younger.
No, ma'am. I went over to the sheriff's department. They told me to bring it over to county council and serve it there.
Who are you serving, though?
Members of the sheriff's department are on there.
This isn't, I mean, this address is on here, but I don't know who these individuals are.
Sterling Larnerd is a government attorney, much like a public defender or a prosecutor. She works for county council and started working with the county in 2022. Now she makes nearly $400,000 a year as she defends police officers, mainly sheriff's deputies, who engage in misconduct and who are sued in federal court. She also represents and defends elected officials, including the district attorney and political appointees such as Kasey Halcon and Nicole Ford. She additionally makes money working as a lecturer for Santa Clara University, a private law school, and her husband works for Amazon, contributing another $100,000 to her community estate. She owns some real estate and some Amazon stock, and Ms. Sterling would like to have added to the civil harassment that I'm not allowed to say certain words, including words that they consider defamatory and the public considers reporting on public officials.
Who are you serving, though?
Members of the sheriff's department are on there.
And so, the restraining order that Ms. Sterling used taxpayer money to continue to pursue prevented me from recording this incident, and Mark the process server had to do his own recording as well as his serving, and only then were we able to see how absolutely incompetent and out of touch Ms. Sterling appears to be on something as basic as accepting legal service, because it's very clear that in the year 2025, the county still has no formal policy and procedure that everyone can understand about serving public officials and sheriffs in Santa Clara County.
Members of the sheriff's department are on there.
This isn't, I mean, this address is on here, but I don't know who these individuals are.
Well, the sheriff's, this one's for the sheriff. It's being served to you for them. They said to bring it over here.
Okay.
And I just need your card so I can say who took the service.
Well, I don't know what the service is. I can't accept this because I don't know who you're serving. No one in this doesn't name anyone in this office.
This is the county counsel's office, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't name any.
Because the county restraining order prevents me from going to the building, I wasn't able to record this encounter. And because Mark the process server isn't a professional photographer, the video cut off at this point, and the public is deprived the right of seeing the encounter and whether or not Ms. Sterling Larnerd is competent or incompetent when it comes to simple legal proceedings, including accepting service for the sheriffs.
Well, this is a rather odd set of circumstances. The sheriff will not accept service for the sheriff. They're making me go to county council in Santa Clara. And as I've stated before in other videos, the worst people to serve in any county is county council. They have the worst attitudes about being served process.
I'll leave the information on how to contact Ms. Sterling Larnerd or the county supervisors who manage and supervise her employment in the description down below. And hence you see the county council's fingers in everything.
Oh, yeah.